flex me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, like, and share. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours Truly Tre. What's good?
Yo, cuz, big up to you and big up to the whole of the community. Whoever's tuned in, we obviously appreciate you. This is a midweek roundup, and cuz, it's just a pleasure just doing these shows with you, man. But before we get down to the show properly, let's hear from our sponsors. D-Rock. Yes, people. So you know the routine already. We've done this show quite a few times, but look, we're working in association with D-Rock. So guys, take advantage of the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So you saw how my cousin was shadow boxing. If you like the tracksuit, just make sure you go to the description and utilize that discount code, man. But cuz I can't lie to you, it's been a interesting day today. Do you know, because I've named the show Keith One Time Thurman is back, and this is episode 188. And what a way to kind of start this show, man. But look, before we start it off, I just want to big up to the whole of the iBoxingHub family. The work throughout the week has been tremendous. So we've got Crossroads and Boxing next after this at 8:30. Then, you know, we've got quite a few stuff happening throughout the week across the way with El Rico and Trill Dollar Bill. And cuz we've obviously got the special roundup, man. So we're trying to get a guest. The guest couldn't join us today, but hopefully, you know, we can get them on Sunday so we can get cracking. But cuz, let's go.
I mean, you start off Keith Thurman One Time. That's your guy, innit? I mean, to be fair with you, I didn't watch the fight. I just heard. Was it round 3 TKO?
Yeah, man. Keith One Time Thurman is back, cuz he had to, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, cuz a lot of people kind of laughing. A lot of people are like, oh, he's an old man, you know, the younger cat's gonna come, and you know, he's at home. They're kind of throwing him the big name so he can have any CV so he can fight Tim Tsz유's brother. And you know, Keith Thurman's just come in and just said, look, I'm back. I'm still in the mix, and look, I'm looking for those big fights next, man. So pretty much, cuz he's saying, should Tim Tszyu win his fight, let's have it. Let's have it. What are you saying?
Well, look, Keith Thurman One Time. You know what? He's campaigning at 154.
154, yeah. He beat obviously you know, Jarvis, who's 154-pound fighter.
Jarvis, wasn't he super flyweight at one point?
Nah. This, yeah, I don't.
He was. I swear, he was lightweight at one point. Like literally, I mean, okay, fair enough. He lost by an old man to an old man, but yeah. Look, no disrespect to Jarvis, but what's he done in this division?
Yeah, it's true.
So, like, it was a warm-up fight, right? Let's be fair, the warm-up fight. Keith Thurman, yeah, he's real. He's proper fights, proper test will be against Tim Tszyu. If Keith beats Tim Tszyu, then yeah, respect.
That's it. That's the fight he wanted, and that's the reason why he came to Australia to pretty much get this campaign going. Because Tim Tszyu, I believe, on the 6th of April, which is obviously next month, in Newcastle, he's obviously going to be fighting Joseph Spencer. He's only lost one fight as well, man. So this fight is going to be a comeback fight. So should he win that fight against Spencer, then, you know, Thurman's obviously called out Zoo. They should do it back in the country anyway. You know, Australia, it looks like it's the place for Thurman at the moment. You know, he's obviously just showing, you know, everyone that he's not done yet. He's not done. Look at the intensity right here, cuz. Just for the pictures, cuz. You could just see the intensity of one person in this picture, right? So, cuz, I think Thurman's back, man, and it's good to see him back, man. We've missed him.
If Thurman's like, okay, if Thurman's back, there's two people I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight Tim Tszyu, and then I wanted to fight Errol Spence.
See, cuz, you see how you read my mind, man? Look at that picture of them two. This fight was meant to happen at welterweight. It didn't happen, you know, politics of boxing and injuries, etc., etc. But that is a fight in the future I do see, and possibly, cuz, that fight could happen next if Tim Tszyu doesn't get through, you know, his opponent. Because Keith did say after his fight, he's not going to lock himself down to that pathway. He could potentially fight whoever's going to put money on the table for him. He fights for legacy. That's what he's saying, man. So, yeah.
I get that, but I just feel that it'll be a bit unfair because this is a warm-up fight for Keith Thurman, right? And he's won it. Errol, he needs a warm-up fight. I know Errol don't like taking warm-up fight, but dude, he's been out of the ring for, is it 2-3 years?
Coming up to 2, I would say. I would say coming up to 2, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just like he's got some serious ring rust. So if Tim Tszyu loses, Errol Spence needs a warm-up, then maybe end of this year, we can see Errol Spence and Keith Thurman.
You know what, cuz? You're speaking my language right there, man. The reason why I would like this fight, cuz, man, because they're two fighters that I did, you know, enjoy watching, and I still enjoy watching them, especially just seeing Keith doing what he does, man. But it was the fight that was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. This is a bigger weight for both guys as well, a more comfortable weight. So possibly this could be a fight, man. They can do that in the States. AT&T, if they want to do it, the Cowboys, they could. Brooklyn Center, there's so many different locations that they could do it in the States to make it happen.
All due respect, you really think this fight would is it the TNT stadium? That's Dallas, right?
Dallas Cowboys Stadium, yeah.
I don't know. Is this fight big enough for it to be held at that stadium? I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to none of them. I'm just trying to. I know they're both former champions, but dude, boxing at the moment is it's on the next level with Riyadh season and everything that's going on. So that card has to be a sick card.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. And this is where PBC comes into it, cuz Al Heyman, this could be, I'm not kind of putting things out there, but this could be a platform for Al Heyman to kind of say to His Excellency, look, I could still put on great events. You know, we don't need that collaboration because, you know, PBC and Riyadh season, they're two different entities at the minute. So why not? You know, you can have them two, and then you can have, you know, other people in that card as well. PBC fighters. Let's have it.
But who would you put on that? Or who would be on the undercard? We need somebody credible.
You can have a few conversations, man. You know, you can have maybe not undercard, but you can do a co-main, maybe with a Tank. Do you know what I mean? Tank.
Yeah, dude. No disrespect. Yeah, I can't see Tank being a co-main event. He would have to be the main event because he's pretty much rumors before he was the face of boxing. So I can't see him. It's the same way I can't see AJ being co-main event in. Let's say, for example, let's just say if we have Daniel Dubois fighting Usyk at Wembley Arena, I can't see AJ being co-main event. I can't see it.
Well, at this stage, cuz I can't lie to you, AJ, he's co-main for me at this stage. Reason being is not even just putting aside his commercial value, cuz I'm just being, this is a proper business perspective. I'm seeing it as he needs his comeback fight anyway. So if he's going to have a comeback fight, possibly against, I don't know, a Caballero or whoever, then wouldn't that be in a co-main to maybe Dubois versus a Usyk?
They won't do that. I hear you, but they won't do that because you got to think of it, right. You got Usyk, Dubois. If it's happening, most likely happen. Is it September?
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
And AJ will most probably happen, if not summer, then it'll probably be the end of the year. Because you got to think about the undercard because there's so many people who'd want to participate in both events. Do you know what I mean? So I personally, I could be wrong. I can't see it. You know, I can't see him unless he was willing to step aside and be a co-main event at an event.
I don't see any problem with it because it doesn't. You know what it is? It's we need to let's keep it real because it's about humble. Because I'll know, especially after a defeat like that, and they're giving me an opportunity to co-main a bigger fight than the fight that I'm having, and I'm part of that package, especially if it's Riyadh season, everyone's getting paid, it's going to be broadcasted beautifully, it's going to be like the co-main, which he kind of did for the Day of Reckoning. Did he? Was that no? The Day of Reckoning was the main event for that one, or was Wilder the event before?
Wilder's event before was Wilder and Parker's co-main event. Yeah,
I think at this stage, man, you know, it's a co-main job, man. Like, it's no disrespect, cuz, you know, AJ.
No. Listen, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just saying I can't see. Unless I don't know. I can't see it being a co-main event and Eddie Hearn being happy with it. I just can't see it. You know, it's like, for example, okay, for example, let's just say AJ's got an opponent. Can you honestly see AJ fighting on the undercard of Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben?
No, not that card. Not that card. It has to be a bigger card, like Riyadh season, for example. Look what Shakur Stevenson did. He did a little, like, he could those kind of cards there. Yes, the Eubank one, as big as it is, I think you kind of gotta, you gotta move the goalposts a bit around, man, with those kind of situations there. So let's see, man. But cuz if you were Keith's manager right now, after that tremendous win, what are you saying? What's next for him?
So he's saying he's chasing legacy, right? He's not bothered about the title, or what? What does he want?
I think what he's doing, I think he's being quite strategic with it. He's in Australia, fight Tim Tszyu, after Tim Tszyu, then another big fight, man. And you're only thinking about two fighters, really. If you're really thinking about any big fighters, you got Crawford.
Yeah, I was just about to say Crawford because
Murtazaliev.
I would like to see him and Crawford because they were supposed to fight years ago at welterweight. That fight never materialized. So I think because Canelo's fighting, Crawford he's just out waiting. So I think this will probably be a good fight, Crawford and Keith Thurman. It worked
out well. It worked out well that Keith's had this sort of win to kind of build up his profile now, just to kind of remind people, oh, okay, he's still in the mix. So that could work in Crawford's favor, man.
Yeah, it'll be for the title because Crawford ain't need the WBA.
Exactly that, because he's the champion right now, man. So he's in a good position. And then obviously Fendora is holding the WBC title as well. I don't know if he got stripped of the other title so Crawford could win it. I'm not too sure. But he's the WBC champion. And then you got Murtazaliev, who has he's got both belts, actually. He's got Tim Tszyu's belt and he's got the IBF belt, man. So you're seeing the situation there, man. I think this division can get spicy. If Jamel Carnell gets involved in that as well, is he going to come back?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Is he coming back? I'm sure I saw someone said he's coming back. Or was that his brother? Because his brother was campaigning at allegedly at 168.
He should be, yeah. He should be fighting the Plant, man, in my opinion.
Plant. Yeah. See, with that, if you had Tim Tszyu main event with Keith Thurman, co-main event Plant and Charlo, dude. Now we're talking. That's pay-per-view.
Now it's just got your juice in flowing, something like that. Yeah, I think that would make sense, man. I wouldn't mind to see that. If I'm honest with you, I think that would be a good card. Yeah, you can add quite a few fighters on that as well. But do you think Murtazaliev has been avoided?
Who?
Murtazaliev, he's the IBF champion, man.
I don't know. I don't know because it really comes down to what Keith wants to do. Because look, you said he's chasing legacy, yeah, and that means a part of me, he probably wants to participate in Riyadh season or this new boxing league. Because before it used to be, I'm chasing the belts, you know. But now it's just like there's been a shift in the boxing industry, and I think there's more surprises. I honestly don't know. Like I said, the opponents I can see him fighting is Errol Spence, Tim Tszyu, or Crawford. But again, because this was his first fight back. Last time before was that, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yep.
When he beat what's his name?
Barrios.
Barrios. Years ago. So it's just like, okay, I know he looks good. He looks good because he's fought someone, but with what people have seen, Keith is levels up. Do you know what I mean? So now he needs a test. He needs a serious dancing partner, and from there we'll be able to tell what level he's at.
100% right. Yeah, because like I agree with you completely. That's why he's kind of doing the right thing here, which is going to Australia. You know, he had that fight with Brock. Now, should Tim Tszyu win his next fight, then, you know, he could set up a fight with Tim Tszyu. They could do that in Australia. Once he's obviously done that, whoever wins, then they got to be looking at titles next, man. And I think it builds up the division quite well because you're adding another big player in that list. So, yeah, it's good to see him back because I can't lie. Like, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Keith, man. Yeah, one time, man. Like, I know that's a wire, man, but look, I'm a big fan. I know his story in terms of him fighting for, you know, his coach, his first coach that died, Biyenge. You know, that's why he wears those colors in his shorts, which I believe on the side it should say Biyenge, which is his first coach, man. So it's good seeing him back, and let's see, you know, what the future holds for him. And yes, big up to Hermit Murtazaliev. Yes, Murtazaliev. Yes, Murtazaliev. Big up to Hermit J, man. Murtazaliev, cuz that's the name that's being called out. What do you think, man? Thurman chasing Murtazaliev.
If no one's calling him out, then hey, then we know why. But ain't he gonna fight thingy down the line, Tim Tszyu? Should he win this fight?
No, but Tim Tszyu now has kind of got his sights now on Thurman, because when you watch the event today, he was actually the commentator. So whilst Thurman was obviously giving his post talk, they were asking him, is Tim Tszyu next? And Tim Tszyu was listening. So that's the vibe, man. So it looks like, should Tim Tszyu win his next fight, which is going to be a tough one, man. We can't disregard who he's fighting, man, because he's fighting a kid that has he's got a good record, and he's only lost one fight, man. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening. Tim would be crazy to go that route again. I agree. Hermit knows, because that fight, I'm not gonna lie, I watched that fight with my brethren, man. My big up to Corey. We watched that fight, man, and he got battered, absolutely battered, man. I was shocked, but they set up Tim as the next fight in a 2-fight deal, which it makes sense, man. I think it makes sense. So it's a 2-fight deal. It was Brock and Tim Tszyu, man. So let's have it.
What's your views on sorry, this is a completely different subject.
Let's do it, man.
Fined 100K.
Sorry, can I say that again?
Eubank Jr. has been fined 100K.
Wait, so you're saying to me that Eubank Jr. has been fined 100K for doing the slap?
Yeah.
With the egg?
Yeah.
It's egg-tastic, man, because that doesn't affect his money. Honestly, cuz, do you think, like, let's keep it real. So he's got 10 million X amount or millions that he got paid by His Excellency, right? So you're just having a little 100K deduction. It's like a little wage bill where you're having a little student finance out a month. So it's not gonna touch. So if anything, he got off pretty lightly, man, if I'm honest with you. But it's calm, man. At least we know now that it doesn't affect the fight. You know, they can go off training camps, do whatever, and the fight's still happening, man. What do you think, cuz? Like, let me ask you that question. What do you think about the easy money?
Yeah, look, the whole thing was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny.
He paid a penny. Yeah,
by the egg. No, it was funny, but I understand, you know, the consequences. So if it had cracked and went in his eye, it could have caused injuries, etc. However, it didn't. 100K is ridiculous. Like, literally, it's okay. If it was like a 10 grand fine or whatever, you know what I'm saying, 100K. I mean, come on, where's that money going?
But let me say this, cuz it's ridiculous. I agree with you, but maybe if it was a smaller event, smaller fighter, they would have done maybe 5 or 10K. But because they know that he's been paid, you know, a mass amount of money, they thought, yeah, let's add a little tax on that, because we know where that's going back to. It's going back to the board, so they can, you know, hopefully bring better people to do better things, especially, you know, in the judging side, man, because some of the decisions are questionable, man. But I'm just happy the fight's still going ahead, if I'm honest with you, man.
The build up, listen, they were on Piers Morgan's show. That's something I can't wait to watch that on Friday.
When is it out? When's it out?
Friday, I believe. Friday. Yeah. The build up. You know what? When you deep it, if you want for that egg slap, yeah, the fight will still be big, but it won't be as big as this, because you got non-boxing fans, they're tuned in. Do you know what I mean? The build up is just, the promo is looking good.
Yeah.
Comparing the promo to their dads, yeah, obviously it's a bit different, times are different, but the promo is looking good.
It's excellent, because I agree with you completely. I think the timing is right. And, you know, the way they've promoted it, and, you know, big up to His Excellency. I know a lot of people, you know, some are happy, some are not happy with the takeover and with what he's doing, man. But it's good. He's bringing the fights. The fights are happening, and we can't complain. Shalom should pay the 100K as a... You know what? I think maybe you know what? We don't know what's going on in the side. Maybe Ben and Chris, they're like, cool, we go halves or whatever. Like, we're getting paid. Everyone's getting paid in this fight, man. So everyone's going to benefit. Everyone's winning. So I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about 100K. It's just as long as the fight's still happening. We've had a bit of an edge for the build-up. I can't complain, cuz, man. I can't even lie to you. I can't complain. I can't complain. I wasn't in it, cuz you know, like, we've been watching the shows. I weren't really keen to seeing this fight, man. But now, because we've seen a bit of spice, maybe, you know, it could be a possible situation. Will we see Senior, man? That's the question. And that's like the storyline to this as well, cuz, like, we've got Nigel confirmed. He's going to be there for his son, but we're going to know whether Senior will be.
I saw a clip on the Piers Morgan show, Eubank Jr. just saying he doesn't know if he would like Senior to be there, his dad, but he doesn't know, because obviously, bro, mental health is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's going through it, you know. So hopefully, you know, he comes through, because I know Senior participating in that event. Oh my god, it's gonna be big. It will be big, literally big. This event will literally be our version of WrestleMania. UK version. I mean, we're massive. So, but yeah, no. I wanted to briefly touch up on Giacoli and Richard Riapple.
Yes. Oh yeah, because they're gonna obviously be involved in the big Impact card. Obviously minus White, so I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, but White's dead." Look, minus White, but we know obviously Okoli and Riappo's happening, and cuz obviously I didn't want to put the pictures up for respect for Riappo, but people just go to Lawrence Okoli's page and he's becoming the 50 Cent of boxing with the banter he's coming along with it, cuz like it's just like, yeah, you just describe it for the people, cuz.
Well, at one stage, one day, I want to say friendship, but they were cool with each other. Obviously, I don't know what's happened. A lot's happened. A lot happens in the boxing scene. But this fight at heavyweight, it's gonna be a massive fight. I'm still, it's weird. Obviously, I'm a South Londoner, but I'm more rooting to Okoli, just because, you know, yes, he lost at cruiserweight. He took his first L. Same as Riapol. But with what Lawrence done is he fought at Bridgerweight. He moved up. He won the WBC, and then he moved up to heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Riapol, he's never fought at heavyweight. Don't get me wrong. I know he's now a heavyweight. Is he a heavyweight for this fight, or is that it now? He's gonna stick to heavyweight.
Yeah, he's it looks like he's gonna be fighting at this weight now, man, because I saw him sparring with Martin Bacoli, our brother. So yeah, he's ready. He's gone. So Bacoli trolling Richard for banging that. Yep. Oh man, I know, Hermit, bro. It's a crazy one. I know. He got distracted. That's why they say in sport, man, just do the job first, then have fun afterwards, man. Like he could have, you know, he would have beaten us.
Wait. Hold on. Is it actually true, or is it just people making noise?
You know what? Sometimes, you know, there's a saying that we've always known, man. When there's smoke, man, it could be fire, man. So it's just one of them ones, man. Hermit, yeah, go for it, Hermit, man. What are you saying? Question? What's your question, brother? What's your question before we get to that anyway, cuz man? But who are you going for the win? So look, Okoli to win that straight knockout.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be a boring fight. Right? I don't want it to be a boring fight. I don't want to be seeing all these hugs. I really want, because the level that Okoli's at now, yeah, he's on no smoke. So it's just like he wants Dylan White, and not even that, he is, I believe, is Okoli next in line for a world title shot, WBC.
Yeah, WBC, I believe so, man. So yeah, it is a tough one. And big up to Carmi all the way from the States. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. And look, this is the question that Hermit had for us. So thoughts on Kell Brook breeding Ebony Bridges? You know what, my brother, just because you've answered it, I think it was definitely a project that they had in mind. So, you know, two world champions coming together to maybe produce a world champion. I don't think it's been done before. So I guess they're chasing that kind of history, man. So we'll know in their story later on. So let's see. But WBC #1, yep. So Lawrence Okoli is next in line for the WBC. And big up to Lucy, all the way from the States. Lucy's Fats. Okoli, yep, #1 spot this month. Yes, Lucy's Fats coming through. #1.
I have a question. Okoli's #1. Let's just say, right, Usyk retires now. That's all been fragmented. Okoli fights AJ for the WBC title. Who wins?
Oh, you're throwing this, because you know me, I'm consistent, man. I got to go with my East London counterpart, man. I've got to go with Okoli, man. I've got to go with Okoli, the younger lion. But I don't think that situation happens, man, because I just don't see him fighting AJ. Do you see it, cuz? Do you see Okoli fighting AJ? Do you see it happening?
If it's presented there, because you already know he's getting paid. Put friendship aside. I don't even know if they're that close, but yeah, put friendship aside. You know,
I'm saying he can't fight AJ, and I'll be ringside if that happens. So Kami's confirmed if it happens, she'll be ringside. So, cuz I think that is the fight. Hackney, man. Yeah, look, knock him out. He knows, man. He absolutely knows. Hermit knows. More chance of Coley versus Caballero. That is an interesting fight. Fun fact, Tony Yoka and Mosley, two Olympic gold medalists, had a baby together. Wow, that's interesting, man. Wow. See, Lucy's fact just comes through with the facts, man. So big up to Lucy. Cuz, crazy, man.
No, all jokes aside, so you're saying Lawrence Okoli, not Martin Okoli. Lawrence Okoli beats AJ.
I'm supporting Okoli to win that fight, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm supporting him to do it, man.
Wow.
You got to go with the younger cat in this situation. I know experience and everything, and we don't know how much resistance, the champ has left, man. That's why, for me, AJ, he has nothing left to prove in the sport, cuz, man, if I'm honest with you. He doesn't need to continue to do this, but I understand why he's continuing to do it, because he's got the drive, he's got the hunger still, humble. He can definitely become champion again, man, but he doesn't have to, in my opinion. He doesn't have to prove anyone nothing, because he's achieved big things in the sport, man. So, big facts. Obviously, big up to you, Hermit as well. And I can't stand a Coley. I got AJ, and he ain't close. Woo! Lucy's going for AJ. So you're going for AJ as well. See, Carmi's going to go for AJ, man. So, look, we know, man.
Last one for me, right?
We say
Fabio Wardley.
Yes.
Do you reckon that Fabio, he wants that fight at Ipswich, the football ground, that holds 30,000 people?
Yeah, put my road.
30,000 people.
Yeah, because you know what? 30,000 people, yes, man. But what you need to understand, because you've been to football games, the environment and the atmosphere it creates, sometimes you don't need necessarily to have a big stadium for this kind of fight. Think about when Kell Brook fought Errol Spence at Sheffield's ground. It's not a big ground, but the atmosphere, the fight, the energy, it was, I think it would be a big event, man. Especially that you've got, Wardley bringing a fight like that to Ipswich, man, Portman Road, man. That will be legendary in itself. So I hope he's able to do it. I can't even lie to you. AJ was too nervous before the Dubois fight. Now he's gonna try to do a Pernell Whitaker and Wardley Pulev in the summer. Portman Road, yes, my bro. Hopefully that's confirmed. And George Warren was dropping hints at heavy impact launch. Ooh, I reckon it will be announced within 2 weeks. Hermit the J, big up to you, my brother, for just getting involved in the chat. I'm hoping it happens, man, because we've said it a few times, and I need to just remind people that you've been saying this for like 2-3 years now. Next heavyweight champion of the world is closer now, because if he becomes regular champion, then he's one step closer to wanting to be the world champion. And that's, imagine, because you made the bet on that 3 years back, man. You'll be getting a cash out right now, because it's very likely. I'm just being honest with you, man. It's likely. It's just the way the land people boxing is right now.
Yeah, man. Well, that was the end of the show.
End of the show. Obviously, big up to everyone that's tuned in and look for getting involved. Hermit, big up to you, my brother. Big up to Lucy as well. Lucy's Fat's always getting involved. Carmi, thank you so much for tuning in. Just thank you, everyone who's watching this. This is obviously a 188th episode now. We're nearly at 200, cuz. So we'll make sure for the 200th episode, we'll have a proper special guest, man. So I'm obviously going to make that promise to the community. So we'll make sure we deliver something special. Guys, collaborations, we're always open to different collaborations. So guys, just head over to the description, follow us on the socials, send a DM if you've got ideas, guest features, etc. Send that over. We're more than happy to just explore it as a team. And look, we love boxing, and we just want to continue to give this platform to you guys so that you can enjoy great content, but also just get involved in the boxing discussions as well. So, cuz before we obviously wrap up the show, let's just hear from our sponsors, D-Rock, once again. Yes, people, you know the routine. iBoxingHub 24, 40% off. Take advantage. Head over to the links in the description and just utilize the discount code. People, we love you, Hermit. Thank you so much. Kami, always got time for you as well. So just always, like, we're waiting for you to come and join us on the show one day. So you come and join us, or across the way, you got different options. Just make sure we get you at some point. And Lucy, have a tremendous day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we got to read this last one for Lucy. The WBA gave Usyk like a 2-year pass recently. Whoever wins between Wardley and Pulev will end up being a legit champion. Cause it's right there. Man.
That's amazing. That is wow. That's amazing. It's amazing, and wow. I don't know what to say. So literally, should Usyk unifies the division.
Yep.
He's pretty much done in it. Like he's done it.
Completed the game twice.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's got to fragment all the belts. If Triple D unifies, he ain't gonna vacate any belt. Well, probably one.
No, he's not going to vacate. I think the way Triple D is, he's hungry, man. He's going to want to, try just keep defending, fighting the best. He's hungry. So I think it's more riding on Usyk to win so that, he just goes off and he probably has his, his special last exhibition fight, which I know he lost people, but I still think these two would still do a little exhibition now that you've seen the collaboration, with Turkey and Dana White. I think you could see that kind of situation happening. So, the world's interjoined. So, yeah, let's see what happens, man. So, cuz we're obviously going to wrap up the show. But people, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in to our specials. Stay tuned in fact, because in around 15 minutes, we have Crossroads in Boxing featuring Eric and CJ, so make sure you support them as well. But cuz, I'm gonna hand it over to you. Big up to the people.
Yep, thank you guys. Big up to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for following the journey. Have a lovely, productive week, and we shall see you again on Sunday. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flips me a bag,